Hi, I'm Brenda Ellis, author of Artistic Pursuits, an art curriculum for preschool through high school. Today I want to talk about two different models for drawing. One is drawing from another person's drawing, and the other model is drawing from observation of real objects that you see in your world. Now we're really most familiar with that first way. It's the way that art is taught to most students. But it isn't the way that artists draw and look at the world. Let's look at that first model and how it works. You want to draw your own dog, so you want to learn to draw dogs. And you think about that subject, you either go to the library and find a book on how to draw dogs, or you go to the internet and you will find lessons on how to draw dogs. And so you will spend time drawing rendition after rendition, drawing line by line by line, copying the dogs that are on that page. And you may feel very good about yourself and what you've been able to accomplish, because when you draw from that step-by-step process of making this line first, and then adding a line here, and then adding a line there, and then adding a line there, what you are learning to do is you are learning to look at flat lines on paper, and you are able to copy them very well on your own paper. And that is a good skill to have, so that's great. But then let's say you're ready to draw your own dog, and you look at your dog and wow, what you see is that there are no lines. So where do you start? And what our first model leaves out is that starting point. The artist has already taken a real dog and turned it into lines for you. And so you have taken that second step and been able to run with it. And that's great. But what is that first step? And that first step often gets in the way of students and people being able to look at objects in our real world and being able to draw them, turn them into lines on paper. So I want to show you a model that will allow you to draw anything that you see in your world. And today we're going to learn what that first step is. So let's make some art. The answer is in knowing that first step. And that first step is looking at the edge. Today you will learn that step. Choose an object to draw. We will start with one object, but you can choose several if you like. Now, from a fixed point, and that means that neither your eyes nor the object will move. From that point, identify one edge of the object. The edge is where the object is no more and the background starts. Begin there. Your object has an edge all the way around it. That edge is where we draw the line. Don't look for lines. Your object has no lines. It has edges. Once you have identified the edge, put your pencil to the paper and begin to draw it with a line. Your line will probably not be perfect. Remember that as you practice drawing the edges, you will draw with more and more accuracy. You can erase unwanted lines if you like. You can also draw lines to show features within that outside edge. This dinosaur's arm can be more defined by lines, and an eye can be added. Even color changes can be described with lines. When you see that a part of your picture can be made to look more like the object, go ahead and draw a new line. Erase the old line if you want to make your picture more clear. It is these kinds of changes that help you to draw even better. Take time with your art. Now, choose your object. Sit it above or beside your paper, whichever view you like best. Locate the edges, focus on those edges, and draw lines where you see those edges. Redraw until you're pleased with the results of your work. These dinosaurs each have unique features that tell us about the subjects that the artist was looking at. This was done by a first grader, and it's a good representation of what she saw. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed learning to draw from observation. Be sure to sign up on our email list so that you can receive notifications of each new lesson. And I'll see you next week.